What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Tomboy Podcast. I'm your host, Kristin Miles, and I'm joined by my great friend, Lilla Marton-Smith.
Hey guys, I am Lilla, and I'm super excited to be joining Kristin on this podcast. We've been talking about it, we've been working on it, and here we are. So I can't wait for you guys to see what we have in store.
Yeah, I am really excited. I'm excited for everybody to get to know you and learn more about you and your background and your history. And I think your cultures are so interesting. I always have. So I think everybody will get a lot from that. We are not going to discuss where Lilla is currently in the world. I almost thought about this the other day. We need a game. Like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
But where in the world is Lilla? Yes,
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
Or you're in some Eastern European country and just an idea.
I mean, listen, it is. We can do a weekly poll, you know?
Yeah,
I'll post a pic. I can post a picture. People can guess where it's at. We can go from there. But yeah, I am overseas. So Kristin and I are having to figure out the time zones, having to figure out when to record, how to record, but we're going to make it work because we are super excited about this project. So
yeah, it's already been worth it for me. I think that we are going to bring a lot to the table as far as it's different avenues we've gone down with careers and relationships, and we just want to help out the women coming up behind us as much as we can with any kind of information that we can offer, any skills we might be able to help them develop. Yeah, I just think that the two of us together feel so strongly about women being empowered and feeling confident and being themselves that we want to get that message out more and more in whatever capacity that we can. I know that you're going to be doing a lot of advice on the podcast, and we're going to be offering more in the way of you giving your insight into different situations. And can you tell me a little bit about your background and what would make you qualify for that, Miss Lilla?
Absolutely, honey. I have been a biology teacher for a very, very long time. Okay, 17 years of my life I spent doing that. I got to a point where actually the profession got to a point where it was no longer serving me in the way that I wanted it to. And also the reality of it is being a teacher, you have to be a teacher. As you can see, I'm not the cookie cutter teacher. Generally, when people look at me, their first thought isn't, I bet she's a biology teacher. You know, the first thought is not that. So I put myself in this little mold for so many years and had to restrict who I was and my thoughts and my ideas and my views and my sexuality and just owning myself. And I'm at a point now, and I made that choice to leave the profession and pursue life coaching. So I am a certified life coach, and it is incredible. I am very, very blessed to have found my calling not once, but twice in life. So my teaching career served its purpose. I loved it. I put my soul into it, but it was time to leave. Now I am loving what I'm doing. I love working with women, men too, but mainly women. I love working with women. I love empowering them. We'll talk more about exactly the niche of life coaching that I do. But just know it aligns very well with this podcast. So
yeah, absolutely. Because what we also need to touch on is just the fact that we are going to be talking more adult conversation on the podcast. And I am doing that for a number of reasons, but the main reason is I really just wanted to separate the brand, define the brand even more, target the women that I want involved with the brand. Selfishly, I want a community of women around me that are into the same stuff that I am. And if you want to have that type of community around you, you have to ask them to come hang out with you. So this is my invitation, Lila's invitation for you guys to come hang out with us. You may not feel like you're that confident girl that walks in a room and can just smile and be proud, or whatever the issue is that you feel like you deal with. I mention that because I think we probably both hear or have heard, everybody's not as confident as you, or everybody can't just do that. Well, my response to that is always, yes, they can. And if they don't know how to get there, I want to show them, because it is that easy. So I want to talk about building self-esteem and confidence, and I'm so into all of the sexual empowerment and body positivity and everybody do you boo. Okay.
You know what? Do you boo might have to be the tagline, because we are here for it. I mean, anybody that knows me, anybody that knows Kristin knows we are very confident women. We haven't always been this way. We're not always confident, but I sure do carry myself that way and will continue to do so. And how you carry yourself and your self-reflection and self-belief makes all the difference in the world and how the world sees you, you know? And to respond to what you were saying, yes, this is not a podcast to listen in the car with your kids in the morning on the way to school. This is a podcast to listen after you drop them off. Okay?
Absolutely. Yeah, because I really want to be able to talk about what I did on the couch last week. Okay?
I know what you did, girl.
Crazy. That was
I know.
out of nowhere. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Y'all, I really want to talk to y'all about this, okay? So the podcast is not for your kids. Keep them in a safe space. This is not it. But it is a safe space to talk about all those things in adult company and ask questions. We want questions. We want to be able to talk about what you guys are going through and what you're dealing with, and maybe we can offer some insight. I know for sure Lilla can. We don't have any limits on what we want to talk about. Lilla is very into fitness. I'm very into fitness still. We will talk about training, food, nutrition. If anybody's got questions about that, feel free to send them. I don't mind. Fashion, music, we're going to talk about all of it. We really want sex questions. I mean, obviously you can tell we are really wanting to talk about sex. So please feel free to reach out on Instagram. You can email me at info@tomboyclubhouse.com. My personal Instagram is fine, at Chrissy Nikki. You guys know I changed that because I'm not coaching anymore. Don't call me about coaching you for a 5K.
I mean, listen, as I've transitioned in different aspects of my life, so have you. You know, I mean, you are known in the community. You're known on social media. Your presence is very well known as a fitness model, a fitness trainer. And it's okay to change that up. You know, I mean, my students are seeing my more risque and more opened Instagram post and Facebook post now that I've left the profession, and they're, you know, like, okay, Miss Martone, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. It's evolution.
Yes.
We're in our 40s. We're owning it. We love it. I would rather be this age than any other age. And I believe women should understand that just because you're 40 something doesn't mean life ends. Okay. This is not the end of life. This is the beginning of a new chapter.
Oh, absolutely. And armed with more knowledge, more experience, more sense.
I mean, Kristin and I have known each other for, I mean, we told you we're in our 40s. We've known each other, what, 25 plus years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
25.
Like a long time. Like
27,
the evolution of us
42?
as human beings in May. Our birthdays are in May,
I'll
guys.
edit that. I'll edit that. But feel free to tip your waitress.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've known each other the entire evolution of who we are today. You know, we may have not lived, I mean, I've lived overseas for a while. We may have not lived in the same areas, but we've always had this connection. And Kristin can tell you better how we kind of met and this whole friendship popped off.
Well, I feel like McAllister's needs its own episode. Are you kidding me? I mean, we're just going to discuss we're just going to go down memory lane on an episode. But we could get somebody fun on.
We could. Oh, we could.
I know we could. So I love the idea of just talking about that, kind of unrolling it as we go, because there is too much to even put into 5 or 10 minutes. So I almost feel like they need to be like separate things. Like,
yes.
So yeah, I think that's how we do that.
We'll go down memory lane in an episode. Just a little trip down memory lane. It'll give you a lot of insight on who we are, how we became who we are, and some of the crazy things that happened.
Yep. All right, so make sure you're following the Tomboy page on Instagram at Tomboy Clubhouse. You can follow me at Chrissy Nikki. There's a lot of I's in there, so just dot some stuff. And then Lilla's Instagram handle is?
Mine is at Beautiful and Bold. So BEYOUTIFUL and Bold. That is my Instagram that's going to be tied to the podcast. It's going to be the Instagram where I post upcoming content, where we share videos, reels, all the things. all things Tomboy Podcast. I mean, let's just be, and my coaching stuff and on my coaching stuff. So it's a one-stop shop. Come get me, look me up,
And TikTok.
add me.
Find us
And
on
TikTok,
TikTok too.
yes.
Because I'm about to hammer the
Yes.
TikTok. Okay, I've never been on TikTok before, and I just feel like if I want to advertise my page, I need to be on TikTok.
More to come on that. Yeah, TikTok, mine is BU to full and bold. Same thing as my Instagram. Definitely. We'll definitely talk about social media and advertising and using different platforms to promote whatever it is that your business is and whatever it is that you want to promote about yourself.
And in the meantime, if you have a suggestion for a podcast topic, if you have questions about anything, like I mentioned before, definitely let us know. If you want to contribute to the website in the form of a skill or education that you might be able to offer the audience, I'm down for it. We got a lot of cool girls contributing already, and love to have you a part. And that is girls only, okay, guys? Because there are guys here.
There are.
Only girls are contributing to the magazine. But if you have questions, feel free to ask us. If you want a woman's opinion or advice on something, we would love to give it.
And we might even make a whole podcast about it, because there are some questions that need to be answered in this world. But also, Kristin, make sure explain what direction your website's going. The Tomboy website.
Oh, yeah,
and
we're
what
going to be
direction you're
making
taking it.
Yeah, we're going to be making the website more of a magazine, so that you can come and check out fashion reviews, or maybe see the thing I was thinking last night is I have all these new beauty products that I'm really into, and I'm in love. So I thought, I got to do this. I got to talk about these things. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to do that. But beauty reviews, I'm looking for any kind of articles that somebody might have. I'm going to do training articles. I think I'm going to do like a 6 weeks to summer article in the first push that we do with the website. I'd like to do some concert reviews because, I'm always going to those. Maybe album reviews with new stuff coming out. I don't know. I'm just going to really talk about whatever I'm into at the moment. And Instagram is fine, and I will get a little lengthy on Instagram, but I'm a writer. I want to delve more into that. I want to get more elaborate, and some people just don't even feel like dealing with that stuff on Instagram. So this would just be a place if somebody wants to come and look at what we released recently on the clothing side, maybe see what new podcasts or episodes are out. They want to check out a review I did on, the 3 vibrators that I bought last month. Then I want to be able to be a reliable source, because y'all know I don't bullshit.
Right. If you know Kristin, it's always the truth. And I know, your brother's going to be doing the comics on there, right? And I'll be doing an advice column on there. We're going to have other girls. We're going to have literally
The
surprise
features.
monthly guests. We're going to have features. We're doing it all. One-stop shop, all things women, all things we love, with a lot of spice, with a lot of flavor. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm talking, I want to take beautiful photos. I want to put beautiful photos on the website. I would like to take them, but if somebody has photos they want to submit, I thought that would be fine too, as long as the quality was there. And I just love the idea of having like Maxim style photos of the girls on the website and letting them just feel like a princess for the day. We can do a little write up on them and get however extensive we want to with their businesses they want to promote, or talking about however we think they're impacting the people around them. I just love the idea of being able to highlight these women that I've admired for so long. And I mean, local women, people that are in my life that I've watched overcome things, you being one of them. Like, I feel like that just would be something that I could give back to all these women that have taught me and have shown me things. And I think it's cool.
In this world that we live right now, this Instagram, this unrealistic reality of beauty standards, of every standard in the world that we as women are held to now, this is what we're doing. We are showcasing normal, everyday, incredible women, because you don't have to go on Instagram and find the person with the 2 million followers to look up to. Okay. We're going to be showing real women, badass women who are living it, owning it, and just doing an incredible job and influencing other people. Okay. because you never know what your influence is. You never know what your reach is, and you never know who's watching.
You never know who's watching. And I do want to touch on that because the all shapes and sizes thing, I could not be more adamant about how serious I am about that. Okay. If I have reached out to you, and I know some of y'all listen, if I have reached out to you and asked you if I can take photos of you and do an article about you, it is because I think you are beautiful as you are right now. And I don't want to have to wait 4 weeks for you to get in shape. If I thought you needed to get in shape, I would not have asked you. So please, please know that we can take beautiful photos. Every woman can take a beautiful photo if the right person is seeing them. And I just feel like too many women wait. Y'all don't wait. It is not the time to wait. It's not. You got to
Right.
grab it and do it. And
And there's
then later
something
on
beautiful in
go,
everybody.
damn, I did that.
Right. And I
Yes.
promise you, if Kristen's taking pictures of you, it don't matter how you're feeling that day, you're going to leave that shoot looking at those pictures like, yes, ma'am, that is me. Okay. And that's the goal. Who cares about your stretch marks? Who cares? Listen, I work out every day of the week. I eat anyway, we're not going to talk about that. I don't eat as much as I should. Okay. I will never be Kristen's size. We will never look the same. Ever. Okay. Ever. But guess what? I go to the doctor and get a blood panel done, and he's looking at me like, oh, but you're so big. And I'm like, yes, I am. Okay. And I've got some stretch marks and my little tummy jiggles when I walk, but there's just some moments in life where you just say, it doesn't matter. I guarantee you, everybody is somebody's goal. And that's what you have to remember.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I know that we have a group of women that listen and are involved with the podcast and the community that feel the exact same way. So anybody rocking Tomboy and you see them out, you know they're cool. You know they got your back. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like feel very proud of the women that have been attracted to the brand. And I just want to highlight them and thank them for supporting me and highlight their businesses or their skills or their craft. We have powerlifters involved in the community. We have women that are heads of HR at their large corporation they work for. It's not a single group, and I just am really excited for you guys to see what we do with the whole brand in the future.
Right.
All right,
So
so
there we go.
we said goodbye like 4 times. This is the Southern goodbye.
Yeah, this is
Said
like,
goodbye
okay,
on the
we're going to,
porch. Now we're in the car, and now we're waving goodbye.
we've
Okay,
hugged, we've started talking again. So, all
just
right,
to touch
guys,
on
thank
the
you.
handles again, you can follow the podcast at Tomboy Clubhouse on TikTok and Instagram. You can find us at www.tomboyclubhouse.com because if you didn't get the email and you're not in the know, you need to sign up online and be in that newsletter so that you can stay up to date and be in the know. And new podcasts will be coming out weekly. You know
Mm-hmm.
where to find us.
You know where to find us. And please send us questions, suggestions. We're here to talk about it all. If you want to talk about it, you've been too scared, send it to us. We don't need to say your name, honey, but we will discuss it because we ain't scared. And we're going to make sure you're not scared. So send it. Let us know what you want to hear. Let us know what you want us to cover. Nothing's too stupid. Nothing's too risque. Nothing's too dangerous. Let's go. Let's get it out there. Let's just do this, y'all. Let's do this.
All right, y'all. We will see you next time. Have a good day.
Bye, guys.